Good morning students, welcome to our today's online session. I hope all are safe and sound at home. In our previous class, we discussed how to write advertisement, classified advertisement. Today, we will be learning a poem from your textbook, and the poem is Keeping Quiet, written by Pablo Neruda, one of the poet who got Nobel Prize for Literature in 1971. Okay students, you might have heard a lot during these lockdown days, and one news was how the nature became cleansed, how much impurities were removed from the nature when people sat quietly at their home. So this is what Pablo Neruda is also telling in this particular poem, Keeping Quiet. It is an anti-war poem. And in this poem, the poet demands us to keep quiet, keep still and motionless, and go for a self-introspection, self-evaluation. According to the poet, man has already created, or man's hurry and rush has already created much chaos in the nature. Now it's time for human beings to stop all their activities and go for a self-evaluation, self-introspection. So in this poem, that is what the poet is asking us to do. Now let us see the poem in detail. Today we will discuss the first three stanzas of the poem, and the lines are. Now look at your textbook. Now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. Let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. It would be an exotic moment. Without rush, without engines, we would all be together in a sudden strangeness. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales, and the man gathering salt would look at his hurt hand. Now look again at the first answer. Now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. Let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. So the poet in the first answer, he is asking us, we will count to 12. So he is asking us to count till 12. So what is the significance of the number 12? The number 12 signifies 12 signs of hours on the clock, or the 12 months in a year. So he is requesting people to keep still. Still means quiet and motionless. And he is again asking us, now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still. For once on the face of the earth. Face of the earth means surface of the earth. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. So we can sit quietly for some time. Let's not speak in any language. We can sit quietly for some time. And let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. And for 1 second, we can stop all the movements of our arms. That means we can stop whatever activities that we are doing. So this is the first answer. In the first answer, the poet is asking us to count to 12. 12 signifies the 12 signs of hour on the clock, or the month in the year, 12 months in the year, and he is asking us to stop all our activities and to keep quiet and remain still and motionless without doing anything. In the second stanza, it would be an exotic moment without rush, without engines. We would all be together in a sudden strangeness. Again, the poet is telling us it would be an exotic moment. Which will be the exotic moment? The moment when the whole earth will remain the whole people, inhabitants of the earth will remain quiet. So that moment will be an exotic moment. Exotic means strange, unusual, but enticing. So that moment will be a strange, unusual, enticing moment, without rush, without engines, without any hurry. Nobody will be in any hurry, and without engines, without the sound of any machines. We would all be together in a sudden strangeness. So everybody will be engulfed in a, everything will be engulfed in a, the whole world will be engulfed in a sudden strangeness. So such a moment, when everything is still, everybody is still, and everybody is quiet and motionless, such a moment is a very strange, very unusual, very enticing moment. Such a moment will be an exotic moment, because nobody will be in any rush, nobody will be in any hurry, and there will be no sounds of any machine. So such a moment will be a very strange, very exotic moment. Now look at the third stanza. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales, and the man gathering salt would look at his hurt hand. Fishermen in the cold sea. So the fishermen in the cold sea means the polar sea, they will not kill any whales. They will not kill any more whales. That means if there is such a moment, all the human beings will stop harming, hurting other animals. So nobody will be hurting animals. Okay. So fishermen will stop killing, will stop harming whales in the cold sea. That is one effect of such a moment. And what is the other effect of the moment? The man gathering salt would look at his hurt hand. You might have seen people working in salt fields. Their hands and legs, feet will be broken. That means they will have wounds all over their hands and feet because of this effect of salt over their hand and feet for a prolonged period of time. So if these men are getting a chance to remain still and quiet, they will look at their hurt hand. That means here completely the poet is asking us to remain still, motionless and quiet, without any hurry, without any rush, without any activities, without any sound of the machine. We are asked to remain in that strange, exotic moment where everywhere it is stillness, quietness. Then people will stop harming, hurting each other. People will stop hurting other animals, and definitely they will get a moment to look into themselves, to self-introspect, to self-evaluate. So this is what the poet says in these 3 lines. And self-evaluation and self-introspection will bring a uniqueness, a feeling of uniqueness in the minds of the people, and this is what the poet wants us to do. So I believe you understood the meaning of these 3 lines, and you have to find the rhyme scheme of the poem. Try to find the rhyme scheme of the poem. And there is a poetic device in the first stanza, and the poetic device in the first stanza, it is alliteration. You have to find out where it comes. And the rhyme scheme of the poem is free verse. So what is free verse? Find it from our previous poem. We have already discussed what free verse is. So hope you understood the poem. Now don't forget to see the URL, take down the notes. Thank you. Have a great day.